Hi again, it's Cinnamon. I'm a professional in my early 20s, and this time I'm budgeting my second paycheck of September. So there are 8 overspent categories, and this time it is not just because of my paycheck deduction. So, as usual, this is my gross pay. This includes my taxes not being taken out yet and my 401k contribution not being taken out yet. So, I'll quickly do my taxes. And then I do that, and then I reset the available amount. So those are taxes out. And then I have to, let me collapse all these categories. Oops, not this one. I have to add this number to my 401k contribution. Okay, so this is my now net paycheck. And yeah, you can see there's still one overspent category. And if you've been watching my videos, you might guess that it is food. Now, this is not overspent for any good reason at all. My fridge was broken, and so I was spending a lot in there, and I was using my discretionary spending line to cover this. But even after my fridge was fixed, I continued to eat out like so often and get delivery so often. It is just a matter of habit. And I feel like my grocery delivery, I would order things, and the things I really was looking forward to eating would like be out of stock because I guess everybody's looking forward to eating those things. So yeah, that was just like draining. And I just be like, oh, let me get delivery. And then it was not even like amazing. This is what always happens. And I'm so high on food just these first 2 weeks, and high on my food category, not high on food itself. Um, just these first 2 weeks, and I'm just like trying to think about how I can get back on track. Okay. So for this, I will cover this with my discretionary spending category, and there is that. So now I don't really have that much in discretionary spending. I already like fully funded this. So I'm not going to keep adding money into here because that's just going to lead me to spending more than I would be planning on spending. But yeah, so now that that's like rectified, I can really get back to budgeting as I need to. So I changed some things around and make a getting ahead category. So this category group, and so this category, this month's holding, is where I'm going to kind of like hide money for myself that I don't want to make available yet, but I know I have, and it's set aside for this month. And the next month's holding is where I'm going to keep my month ahead. So hopefully I can put some stuff into next month's holding, but we will see. So I can zero this out and add this here and then see what I want to do. So for personal utilities, I am going to put the $10, even though I don't believe I will be spending it since I already got my phone bill. And this time I didn't have any like international calls or anything, so I don't have to spend anything more than the 50 that I will get reimbursed for. Transportation, I actually spent this on, yes. So this was going to and from like my eye doctor, which I think was a pretty good use of it. I wonder why. Okay, and then I took the bus once. Yeah, these were pretty good. I'm fine with this. I will just fully fund this for now, even though I still don't think I'll use everything, but let's just see. Reimbursable transportation. So this is to work, and I actually tried going to another office and someone drove me back home. So I was able to save in that category, which was really nice of them. And this definitely needs to be fully funded. Diet, I'm just going to give myself my 105 for the next week, and then off camera, um, let's put, am I getting ahead what I need for the last week of September here? So this would be my food that I'm hiding away from myself. So yes, hopefully it can stay in there and I don't need to dip into the next week to cover some other week. And I really don't have anything in my discretionary to allow me to do that. Skill development. Oh, yeah. So this is interesting actually, because I could actually consider the money I spent. Um, going to the other office, part of skill development, or some of the social stuff I did, like grabbing food at that other office, to get to meet some other coworkers. And it was a really nice experience. I could actually consider that skill development. It is something that's sort of both because, yeah, that was like a work trip to really develop me. So this is still at 60 and it looks like I haven't done anything in this category, but actually I have, but I've been classifying it as other categories. So I will think about that. I will actually maybe reclassify these two expenses that I had at that other office, maybe as skill development, but for now I'm in a pretty good space. Aesthetic expenses. Yeah, haven't spent anything here yet. Um, I had spent in hygiene. I don't know if I mentioned that, so I did get a bunch of bathroom products and some sunscreen with a lot of coupons. So that is mostly spent up, and I don't see myself buying anything else. Um, Social activity. What's been so nice about budgeting is like because I'm giving myself like the space to do those things, I actually did do a lot of social things more than I would be doing because I know I kind of have the resources for it. So I went out to a cafe with people, and again, all of those transportation expenses I just considered part of my social activity because if I wasn't, I was doing that for the sake of socializing. And grabbed some food, and that was nice. And yeah, discretionary is getting skipped because it's already been funded. Okay, before I move into adding to next month's holding, I want to do some work with my sinking funds. This is actually pretty good. I wasn't expecting everything to come out looking like pretty satisfying and having everything look fully funded. That's like really nice. Even though I know my discretionary doesn't look fully funded, I know I did fully fund it at a point and it's supposed to be drained out the way I have been doing it. So now my general sinking funds. I made some huge changes to this category. So I used to have general sinking funds and like a bunch of specific sinking funds, but they wouldn't be specific enough. And when I would get them specific enough, it would just make this like way too overwhelming. So I actually created a separate budget for my specific sinking funds. And I will make additional videos like breaking that down. But until I get into what I've been budgeting for there, I have some notes for what I need to do. So yeah, and happy hobbyist, my computer is where I do a lot of my hobbies. So I definitely want to budget 120 here, and this is going to cover Apple Care. And Apple Care recently got a update so that there's unlimited coverage. They don't limit how many times you can get a repair, which is so awesome. And I'm so excited to buy it now, just knowing how good it is. I also need to do in my happy healthy home job. I want to start actually like budgeting for one of my subscriptions and then just having some leftover money to build that up because as you can see, I've actually spent a lot in this category and that has just been medical expenses. So you can see I'm doing it to the other budget. So I had something at the dentist and something at the optometrist. And even though I have really good insurance and I can see the bill and I can see my insurance like working its butt off for me, I'm just like still just shocked at how expensive medical things were. And I was really not expecting to spend anything here. But no matter how good your insurance is, I feel like something's just small thing isn't going to be covered and it's going to be a small thing that's actually $100. So yeah, girl next door. Let's see what I had in notes. I wish I just started from the top. I want to do a hair appointment. I want to start building to save for that. I wish these notes just stayed persistent. Let me try to memorize them. So, ynab for $10. Okay, no, I can't memorize them. Let's just keep clicking. Hopefully this isn't too bad to see as a viewer. Um, $10, $30, $20. Let's just do that. So $10 here. Again, this is just to build it up. $20 here and $30 here. I believe that's what I said. Okay, switched it. 30, 20. See? I'm just not good at this. So this will be 120 then. Okay. So yeah, I'm just trying to like start building up my sinking funds actually. This looks so tiny. Oh, nothing shows up on the bar. Even though I put $10, nothing shows up on the bar. It's so small in comparison to my goal. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change a lot of my goal dates because I'm just not gonna make it as far as I want to with the goal dates. And then I want to do a gift for my dad and then some more just to give to my family. So that's 120 here. And I think now, just in this session, I would have assigned for my earlier calculations $500 to my sinking funds. But for some reason, I really should have checked the number before. It does not look like that is what happened. Still have a healthy amount left over. Okay, pretty simple then. I just go to my getting ahead category and all of this can be to my month ahead fund. So I still need to over $2,000, so 2,500 to fully fund this, and that is more than my usual paycheck. So the only way I'd like fully get a month ahead the way I want to is if I underspend in any of these categories. And I'm going to do something very important after I edit this video, apply for my reimbursement. So I actually should be good with those reimbursements. That's going to be a lot. Yeah, no, I'll definitely be good after I apply for those reimbursements. Okay, really excited. This is looking good, and hopefully this is the magic number. If I make this magic number work, I will be so happy. Okay, have a good day, guys.